Something big is changing in how Europe sees the future of its companies.
Our entrepreneurs, the innovative companies, will be able to register a company in any member state within 48 hours. We call it EU Inc.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced on January 20th at the Davos Economic Forum the EU Inc., the solution for 27 countries with 27 different company laws. Right now, building a company or a startup in the EU means navigating all these national legal systems. If a company expands across borders, it has to deal with different incorporation rules, different shareholder rights, different fundraising documents, and different stock option systems. This slows growth, raises legal costs, and pushes funders to the so-called jurisdiction shop, where they're choosing countries for paperwork and not for business. The EU Inc. promises to scrap all that with a single rulebook for all member states. The EU Inc. gives funders the option to set up a company under a single EU-wide form instead of dealing with each country's laws. This means startups can incorporate digitally once, operate under a single legal framework, and be automatically recognized in all EU countries. Brussels calls it the 28th regime, and the idea is that it doesn't replace national company laws, but it sits next to them. Europe creates startups, but the US and China scale them up. Compared to the US, European startups scale more slowly, late-stage funding is harder to access, and legal complexity scares off investors. According to experts, the EU Inc. is Europe's attempt to create a system that can compete with the US's Silicon Valley. To do that, it requires standardized governance, standardized fundraising documents, and a single EU-wide framework for employee stock options. The goal is fewer lawyers, faster deals, and startups that stay in Europe. But what changes in practice? It won't change taxes, it won't change labor laws, and it won't magically generate more venture capital. But it can remove one of Europe's biggest self-inflicted obstacles: fragmentation. The Commission wants to pass the law in the European Parliament by the end of March, so the first EU Inc. companies can launch by 2027. For the full story, read our in-depth explainer at euronews.com.